used to calling you Jessie when I thought you were my little girl.
I'm not your little girl. Never was. I'm Clint and Viki's daughter. Jessica Buchanan.
Your daughter is not Jessica Buchanan. She's Jessica Lawrence. I'm her father.
You are completely out of your mind.
Possibly. But that doesn't change the truth.
You are not claiming anything. Least of all, my daughter.
Our daughter.
Jessica is my daughter. Just like Natalie is. They are twins.
Do you actually remember having twins?
That's not important. The point is that I had them, period.
No. Do you remember, do you recall the birth of twins?
I know that they're both mine. We had DNA testing done. Jessica and Natalie are my daughters. Mine and Clint's.
Well, you're half right anyway.
I've had quite enough of this. Jessica is my daughter, and I'm calling the police.
Would you like some iced tea, Viki? You remember my famous iced tea, don't you? Or should I say, infamous. My faithful servant, Allison Perkins, gave you a glass of that iced tea when you were pregnant.
Here we are.
Yes, I remember it. And when I realized that I was drugged, I remember being terrified as to what it was going to do to my baby.
Babies.
They were both born fine, no thanks to you.
And surely you remember another time you had my iced tea.
What?
Before the tea that Allison gave you, another spot of tea, months before.
No, I don't remember. And I'm not going to play your mind games. I want you to go away.
Think back, Viki. To the first time you drank it, I'm surprised you forgot. It was the night that Jessica was conceived.
I thank God every day that you're not my mother. I couldn't think of having a worse parent.
You really don't have any recollection of that night at all?
How would you know one single thing about the night that Jessica was conceived?
How would I know? I was there.
The night that Jessica was conceived was a very special night between Clint and me, and for you to even suggest that you were in any way a part of it is beyond sick. It is revolting and evil.
Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil.
I know evil when I see it, and I have seen it in you from the start. You may have fooled other people.
Your sister loved me.
My sister Tina was taken in by you, and you hurt her. And you tried to hurt me, but you couldn't, and you can't.
Viki, I'm merely trying to jog your memory. Surely you can recall the night that I'm speaking of. There'd been an emergency at the Banner. The printing press had mysteriously broken down. Clint called and said he'd be late. Your beloved Nanny Kim had called in sick that day.
How do you know that?
You hired another maid to fill in for Kim. She brought you a glass of iced tea. The house was warm. You were thirsty. You drank it all down. At first, you felt refreshed, but soon you began to feel strange, lightheaded. You thought you might even pass out.
How do you know this?
Do you think it was all coincidence? I sabotaged the printing press to keep Clint late at work. I made sure that Kim was sick that day, and I arranged for one of my followers to take her place and give you the iced tea.
Why?
To prepare you for my arrival. on, you gotta remember that. You were still conscious when I walked in the door. Good evening, Viki. My, don't you look lovely tonight.
What did you do to me?
We did it together, Viki.
Did what?
Created a life. You and I. We created a child.
You and I created a child?
Jessica.
That is a revolting suggestion.
Well, it's true nonetheless.
No, Clint is Jessica's father.
Or so you thought.
No, I know it. Clint is Jessica's father. There is no possible way that you could be, because I would not let that happen. And I don't care what you put in your iced tea.
Oh, come now, Viki. Why would I make something like that up? What would I have to gain?
I don't know, but you always have something to gain. This might just be revenge to get back at me.
You remember that night. I know you do. I saw it in your eyes just a moment ago. Good evening, Viki. My, don't you look lovely tonight. The messenger has arrived. Are you ready to receive the message?
Viki, is that the secret?
That's part of it.
Oh my God.
His will be done.
No.
Yes, Viki. There is no denying it.
No, get away from me.
You've tried to forget it, Viki. You've tried to erase it from your mind. But you can't, because you know it's the truth. I am Jessica's biological father.
No, Jessica and Natalie are twins. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying you married your own daughter? Are you telling me you married your own daughter? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's true. I've never been one to be ruled by conventional social norms.
You are so disgusting.
However, I am a man of God. I would never marry my own daughter.
Well,
Jessica is my daughter, not Natalie.
they're twins.
Fathered by two different men.
That's ridiculous.
But not inconceivable, if you'll pardon the pun. You know, when I first learned that you were pregnant, I knew that the child was mine, but then Dr. Balsam... you do remember him, don't you?
Yes, I remember him. He worked for you, didn't he?
Yes, he was one of my most devoted followers. He told me that you were expecting twins. I got on my knees and I praised the Lord because I believed that my joy, my bounty had been doubled. But no, he told me that only one child was mine. The other was Clint's.
I don't believe a word of this.
It's rare, but it does happen. Have some of your people at the Banner do the research.
I don't even know why I'm listening to you.
Because something inside of you, Viki, is telling you that it's true. It's what you want. To find out what Nikki is hiding from you.
How do you know that?
Well, I've been keeping tabs, Viki. I had to do something to entertain myself while I was in exile.
Then you must know that we had DNA testing done. On Natalie and Jessica.
Yes, but only Natalie was checked against you and Clint. Jessica was just checked against you. Which begs the question, who is Jessica's father? This will give us our answer. Although I'm quite sure that you already know. Jessica is mine.